I'm ready to start another. I'm constantly coming up with stuff, and I thought about like Star Wars, and this is what I'm starting to realize. A lot of journal entries are more interesting if you start writing parables and stuff. Otherwise, it's just a normal day, and nothing else happens. I'm starting to figure out the secret of most journal entries. They just do, a, what you call, audio cast. I do an audio cast on my brain. A lot of journals are just like, hey, I watered my dog, I fed my dog food or whatever. And that was kind of it. Is that parking lot right? It's okay. Yeah, I'm starting to figure out how like most of this system works. Yeah, I just realized that at least for Star Wars, they had an alternate timeline theory where everything split off, I think, after the first KOTOR series. Pretty sure it's split because Kreia saw like those different timelines. I mean, Mace did too, but Kreia was the only one where the game made it plain. Pretty sure after KOTOR, that's when there were alternate timelines, like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I don't think the Outlander ever died. I think he just subsidizes the TARDIS of the Clone Wars. I'm like 100% sure that's what happened. I'm pretty sure that's why the timelines don't coincide. That's why Legends was discontinued, because no one broke it to them. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm interpreting the timeline right now. Clone Wars only existed. Now, Clone Wars only existed because a lot of these senators didn't try taking one for the team. That's what made Clone Wars retarded. They used to have more, and honestly, I think any low-level grunt could have resolved the Clone Wars by now. Ron could have. I don't think he cared enough. He just wanted the Empire. Right, I talked about this, like, Thrawn sets up, like, a scenario where he space whales himself. It's funny, I don't even know what's up with, like, half of the people in Star Wars. Now, Anakin was probably, like, the lamest chosen one. He doesn't even make sense. And that's why it's TARDIS. They wanted a TARDIS chosen one, so the Outlander subsidized the TARDIS of that chosen one. It's just fun to watch. See, the Outlander seems like the smarter one. Don't you think that's weird? A lot of these Sith people who are like light side Sith, they actually would be stronger than Dooku. Because they knew how to play the game. Right? They knew how to like switch over to the Jedi and then become Sith right when the Jedi Order collapses. That's how you play the game. They're just more intelligent crows. By a magnitude of infinity. Let's just play that in beyond. So many of these Knights of the Old Republic Jedi probably would have just survived. They wouldn't even have died. They're called light Sith. When you try to put death matches with them, you don't pit them with force powers, you pit them with intelligence, right? They're more intelligent. Right? It's the intelligence that goes first before you do a death match. You start using your... Everyone uses their wits first before they go into battle. That's a general rule I use. Right? The one who lives the longest gets the most power in the end, right? Because every time a Jedi dies off, their force power gets transferred over or whatever. You have to think about this. You kind of have to. So a lot of these Jedi in the Old Republic would have actually been a lot superior than the Jedi in the Clone Wars. People like to think they're weaker. I actually disagree. They're smarter because they act more like Thrawn. You have to learn how to hide first before you attack, right? I disagree strongly. Now, obviously, their chances of winning are lower, of course, if you're just a player of power, but everything in the Force is about strength. It's about intelligence first, right? Now, intelligence is what allows you to sustainably gain power. It's like a game of chess. Right? They know how to use more of their resource within the surrounding area before they use their own powers, right? It's pretty obvious they would have formed. I think they would have. That's where you get light Sith. It's called playing the game so you don't die. That's where all these exceptions start coming. Like Dark Jedi, right? So Plo Koon from the Old Republic would have basically outlasted Plo Koon from the Clone Wars. Plo Koon would have known how to become full Sith right before he dies off. The Jedi play these games too all the time. And the joke is, I think the Sith would have lasted the longer because the Sith gave them the most amount of mobility.